Hello, welcome. This is Six Yard Box. You're welcome. This is match reactions to the Tottenham Arsenal game. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, all the good stuff. Yeah, so just reacting to the match. There's been a lot of stuff going on social media. How am I gonna put it? As a Tottenham fan, don't mind my headphones, man. I love it. As a Tottenham fan, it was a bad day. It was a bad day, to be honest. We didn't really, how am I gonna put it? We didn't get what we want. Just gonna, just gonna calm down and look at the game. First of all, coming into that game, I think, it's been very difficult playing at uh at Arsenal. We've had games whereby we've not played really well, and especially at Arsenal, we always never play well there. And That's the way the derby is. At least we've played there so many times, and the derbies are always, the home team normally wins, and but it was not a big surprise. But going back to the game, just gonna have a look at the game, the formation and everything. Formation for me, the manager plays with that. He's always got us top four last season. I'm always gonna back the manager. Like I always say, the manager sees these players, they see the players 5, 7, 6 or whatever days a week, 5 days a week in training. He has the right to pick who he believes he can trust. We can all say, oh, why don't you pick that player? Why don't you pick that player? It's the manager's call, because if he loses the game, everybody's still going to blame him. So why would he listen to people when selecting his team? Or why would he, why would he not go with what players that he believes can do the job? So that's one. But looking at the game, uh, we set up the way we normally set up. Arsenal were always going to have possession. They played that free flowing, possession football that everybody loves. Every single team in the Premier League wants to play, especially some of the top teams. They want to play like, like Liverpool and City, which is fine. But at the end of the day, for me, football is not about possession. And I will always say is what you do when you have that football, even if it's a 40% or 20% possession, is what you do when you have that possession. So, and it's what you do when you stick the ball in the back of the net. And people get all woozy and all carried away by possession stats, and they forget the key thing about football is using the ball in the right place. They say, okay, if you don't have possession, then you don't control the game. Yeah, but controlling the game don't mean you're gonna win that game if you don't. If you can't if you don't score the goals that actually get you the win, it's all about the goals. That's why the football is based on putting the ball in the back of the net, and people get carried away with possession. And talking about possession, Tottenham as a team, we've tried that before in a potch used to out possession teams, press high, blah blah blah. Still didn't win jack. So I don't. For me personally, I don't care. I don't care about possession. I don't give it damn. As long as we get the results, that's the main thing for me. That's why I look at the little score at the top of the screen, 2-1. That's what I look at. So looking at that game, we had all the possession. Arsenal had all the possession. They played the game, played a lot of football, and they had the chances as well. We kept them to the good, defensive shape, whereby we play in a low block. A little bit um problem in terms of getting close, but maybe that was down to players traveling and all that kind of stuff. But we had chances to punish them. We were not clinical enough. You watch the City game, watch the Liverpool game, the way we played in those games, that's the kind of level of the final passes that we couldn't make use of. And that's the difference, coupled with some of the, the red card and the mistake from Lloris. For me, Lloris, top keeper, but he seems to be making those mistakes, especially in big games. He has to set the tone as a captain. Can't be making mistakes like that. The ball, shouldn't be going, shouldn't be going under you. And I don't know what Romero was doing, clearing his line. Emerson, I'm gonna get on his back for that red card, but I'm not gonna put him in the bin like everybody. Most people, Tottenham fans are saying they're happy that he's got a red card. He's gonna be missing 3 games. This is somebody that came to Tottenham last season, first season, full season. He's getting used to the system. And for me, you can't just write him off. Everybody's calling for Jed Spence. They're calling for Doherty, the same Doherty that most people don't even want in the team last season. So players do change, players do improve, and sometimes it takes longer for players to. Some players might never. Emerson might never be a good player for Tottenham, but he's what we have now, and he can still get better. He's showed this, like, he's improved from when he first joined Tottenham, no doubt about it, and he can still get to that level whereby he can still play for Tottenham. But we just have to, the manager must see something in him. That's why he's playing him. So the manager's gonna play him anyway. So um that's just the way it is. So for me, it was a little bit rash. The guy is 23 or 24, whatever. He's still learning, learning um at that age. I bet top right backs or right wing backs in the world, like what's his name? The one that plays for PSG before, he used to be at Inter, Hakimi. I don't know how old Hakimi is, but he's a different level. And that's the kind of level that we want. But he's gonna get better. Emerson, I think, he's gonna get better. But I'm not gonna, fair dues. The tackle was bad. It was wrong. And then the game just ended with them scoring another third goal. But that game changed on the mistake and the red card. Nobody can tell me different. Arsenal had all the possession. Somebody said Partey was dominating midfield. I don't know what game you were watching. Football is somebody, if you're giving you possession, if a team gives you possession, obviously everybody's gonna dominate the ball. Well, every Arsenal player in midfield and defend yesterday, I bet they've got more touches, the more passes than Tottenham players because we let them have the possession and they're gonna get on the ball. Partey was passing the ball sideways. He scored a goal, yeah, but saying dominating the game. He dominated the game because we let them have the domination. We let him have the ball. And that's the whole plan. Unless he's putting in 3 or 4 assists in a game, then that's what you can say he's dominating the game. But he scored a goal. Yeah, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but fans get all this woozy confused about this possession game. Everybody wants to play like Barcelona. They want to play like City and Liverpool. Football is not played one way, and they try and ram this down our throat about, oh yeah, we have to play this way. We have to play this way. Tottenham have to play this. Every team have to play this way. It's crazy, man. And that's the way the game went. They got their goal. The manager made a couple of changes just to protect players for Tuesday, which is fine by me. And we lost it. We lost the game. It's nothing different. It's not the end of the world. But for me, Arsenal fans will go on and shout about yeah, they're gonna win the league or they're the better. Some Arsenal fans were saying yesterday, oh, this shows that they're better than Tottenham. Yeah, you're better than Tottenham now, but now don't count for anything. That's what they keep missing. They keep missing the point that now don't count for nothing. You can be top of the table, you can beat Tottenham, you know, it don't count for anything. When it counts is in May. As much as you wanna, they wanna hold on to this, they one of the they're the best team in the league. Yeah, for now. And now don't count. If you don't finish top 4, win the league, nobody's gonna remember what you did in October. So let's just get some perspective to it at the end of the day. For me, I still believe we're gonna finish, you know, above them. I believe we're gonna finish above them. And I believe we're gonna finish in, we're gonna finish in the top 4. We're gonna finish in the top 4, definitely. And football is different, it's different. Anything can happen, as we always say, but with the squad and with some of these players, playing to the potential I think they can get to, because we've not played really well. I don't know. I don't know about playing. I don't know, but the table don't lie. We are third on the table, but people still believe. I still believe there's more to come from this team, and I think there's still a long way to go. So it's progress, it's process, it's progress and process, man. That's the thing. Even the manager said it's gonna take 2, 3 windows to get the team to challenge. And he even said it in his match press conference pre the Arsenal game and post the Arsenal game as well. So after the game yesterday, he said it as well. So fans will just want to rush and say, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah." Maybe because I don't know. I shouldn't be reading comments because sometimes the comments are just fans just I don't know. Some fans I don't know, man. It's like they overreact after every game, one game, win or lose, and then they just talk. You listen to someone that you think, what planet are you on? It's like get some perspective on this, man. This thing is a process. Wherever we finish, nobody expected us to finish top 4 last season. Even when Conte came, I remember some fans were saying when we lost to Burnley, people were saying, "Oh yeah, we're never gonna finish top 4. We're never gonna finish top 4." It's you can never say anything until the final definite. You can't make a blanket statement until the final game of the season or the last months of the season. You can't be sure. Even then, you can't be sure. So let's just calm down a little bit. Okay, we lost against Arsenal. Everybody's emotional, overreacting, but we move on. We look forward. Injuries a little bit of a problem now. Kulusevski and Mora is like far away as well, according to Conte. I think he says he's not even close to playing at all. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. But I trust the manager, and I trust what the manager is trying to do. And yeah, a couple of players next season, summer, and maybe even in January, we could be in a different situation, different position. So, let's just calm down. I'm not gonna say everybody has their own opinion about the way we play football, possession. I'm not gonna say one way is right, one way is wrong. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is all about the results. It's all about at the end of the season, did you finish top 4? Your main target is, did we finish top 4? We can keep all the possession in the world. I don't care, you know. And it's all it's all about, it's like I could put it like a scenario of it's like people going to, when you leave the world, when you finally die or whatever, uh don't go to your possessions don't count. You don't count. Whether you have possession or you don't have possessions, like in worldly things like your phone and everything like that. I'm just gonna use that analogy a little bit. So you don't count, you're still gonna go. That's all that count. We're still gonna go. So, I'm not sure if that's the right analogy to use, but if you're watching my channel, welcome to my world. So this is 6 Yard Box. That's my view on the game. This is all about 90 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Stay safe. God bless. Make sure you look out for all our content as well. We have the Premier League review and the podcast is coming up as well. Thank you very much. Stay safe. God bless. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.